Alright, hey everybody, this is Michael Fitzpatrick, and it's actually early February 2013. So you see me holding a bunch of pens in my hand here. I'm going to actually draw out what my month of February is going to look like and how we start to plan in the course of our Viridian Day, or our calendar I should say, the course of our Viridian stuff. And I want to emphasize one important point, actually two important points. First and foremost is that January was an enormous amount of growth, and your business probably experienced it, but lots of people added associates at unprecedented rates. And one of the things we have to be careful of when we do that is to be able to help these folks as effectively as possible. And that's really why managing our calendar that I'm going to walk through here is so critical. I think Viridian added about 2,200, almost 2,300 associates in the month of January. And the reason for that is that there were some huge promotions. Number one, the typical sign-up fee for the All-Stage program was reduced from $399 down to $199. So basically a $200 discount to get started with this business. And while I love that in the short term, I kind of don't like it in the long term because you really want people who are committed to being in this business. And if a $200 savings is the thing that can help them get in, then that's awesome. So take advantage of that. They've extended that all the way through February. So the sign-up fee being reduced from $399 down to $199 is absolutely huge. But the other couple promotions on top of that is what really added gasoline on top of the fire. So usually if you go out there and get 5 customers in your first month, you get a $100 fast start bonus. And if you get 5 more customers, actually a total of 10, in the end of your 60 days, you get another $100 fast start bonus. And if you get 5 more, or a total of 15 I should say, at the end of 3 months, then you get the other $100 fast start bonus. So a $300 fast start bonus just for electric customers if you get 5, 10, and 15 customers in your first 3 months. And another $100 or $200 on top of that for gas. Well, right now with the Double Down promotion, you actually have the opportunity to earn $200 in your first month, $200 in your second month, and $200 in your third month. That's $600 plus $200 for gas. That's $800 for a $200 investment, guys, in the next 3 months. But if you do all of that, the triple play bonus has been extended on top of all that. So basically, if you go out there and you do that in your first 30 days, or actually right now until the end of February, February 28th, if you get 15 gas and 15 electric customers, you can get $1,200. Now that's just for you, never mind the associates that you can bring into the business on top of that. So here's what I wanted to map out for you. This is really kind of how they say, you know, plan your work, work your plan, or if you fail to plan, then you're basically planning to fail. Well, here's what's on the table for the month of February. So let's kind of put this in here, and whatever the month is, here we go. Basically, what we know is we have access to some of the most powerful trainers in Bob Quintana and Joe O and Frank, and basically Bob Q runs his call every Monday. And it's at 8 o'clock in the morning. You can go online to gogreenpowerco.com on Joe's website and get the information there. So I basically plug that into my calendar every Monday morning. Bob Q, Bob Q. Now Joe O has an awesome call, the Morning Cup with Joe O, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now guys, they actually have the live phone number on gogreenpowerco.com, and they also have the replay number. These are at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they last for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and they have great inspirational stuff, great speakers. If you're not plugged in on that right now, I would strongly advise you put it in your calendar or listen to the replays that are there. So that's always in my calendar throughout the course of the month. Okay? Those are just some of the calls. Now, every Monday night at 9:30, you get an email from corporate. There is a leadership call. Leadership. 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 So if you're not plugged in on those calls, in this past week, Vin Lamanta and his team just did one of the most extraordinary phone calls I've ever heard. And some of the stories from those guys, and Sandy Cerami and the other folks on the call, I was so choked up listening to the stories that if you're not on these calls, guys, just even by itself, you're missing out on a huge part of what Veridian has to offer. So we also do, for our team, we do a Team V call on Sunday nights, and I plug that into our calendar as well, at 9 o'clock on Sunday nights. Team V, Team V, Team V. Ed Kenny usually hosts that, and that's number one. So I also block in here, guys, training. Okay, training and or overviews. So every Tuesday night, like for example tonight, I'm going down to Ocean. And I'm going to Ocean, New Jersey for an overview meeting this evening. On the 25th, I'm doing the meeting in Manhattan. And also for a part of our team, we hold what's called a Work Smart Wednesday training every Wednesday night. And we have one in Morristown and we have one in Monmouth Beach. The location might be changed coming up. As you can see here also, by the way, guys, the power of visualization. I always have the Colorado Challenge over here. Right now that's on the docket for one of the promotions. And then over here I kind of created a congratulations letter I got. And I'll just kind of show it to you a little bit closer. But it basically says, congratulations, you are now a Diamond Ambassador. And it basically says that I have 150,000 OCCs, and I have 200 personal customers, 35 active lines, 100 directors, and 500 EAs. So, congratulations to me. Visualization, though, the power of visualization. So, you want to go to at least one overview meeting every single week. And I'm going to plug this in here for Morristown. We're going to start getting our meetings going for Morristown on Tuesday nights. And then if you go into liveveridian.com, you should all know this, but liveveridian.com and go to events, there are so many events going on in Massachusetts, in Maryland, in New York, in New Jersey. I mean, every day of the week. So I'm just plugging in the kind of stuff that I have here in my calendar, and then I want to kind of write down what some of my goals are for the month, just to give you an idea. So here's my goals for the month of February. Number one is I'm going to show the plan 15 times myself to prospects. I'm going to attend one overview per week. Whether I'm running it, presenting at it, or going to it, one overview per week. I'm basically going to contact, or conduct, I should say, 15 three-way calls. Then from there, I also want to help facilitate our 4 Work Smart Wednesday trainings on Wednesday nights. I'm going to make at least 3 hours of calls per week. I actually have my notes over here, in case you're wondering. These are my goals for February. We're going to have our flagship training here for our team. This is from 9 a.m. to noon. And that one's all about basically sales, networking, social media, lead generation, and it's a whole workshop just upon that for our team, and some details are coming on that soon. So I'm going to conduct our flagship training. I'm going to be on every Joe O call, every Bob Quintana call, every leadership call. Have a call with my leaders, my top 5 leaders, 1 hour per week. And I'm going to record 2 new training videos per week. So guys, all I'm doing right here is I'm kind of mapping out my schedule for February. And this right here, you know, I watch all the leaders right now, all the top leaders, and if you commit to going to one overview meeting a week, every week, for 52 weeks in a row, your business is going to blossom. Trust me. Plug into the calls, plug into the events, go to liveveridian.com and go to events and check them out, guys. They're everywhere. So hope this was helpful. Short and sweet. This is how I map out my calendar for the month of February. And if you haven't done something similar, I hope you do. Plug it in here. Block in your 3-way call times that you're going to show the plan, and map out your life. Guys, this opportunity right now is once in a lifetime. And I don't want to look back in 3 years and say, oh my gosh, I totally wish I put in more effort. I really wish I capitalized more on this. Right now, guys, is the time, and hundreds of thousands and millions of meters we're going to be transferring over to somebody in the next 36 months. Why not you, right? You've got the contacts, people that you know. It might not even be them. It could be people that they know. But right now, guys, the race is on for market share. The urgency factor is at an all-time high. These meters are going to go somewhere, and a mentor of mine said one time, Michael, you should find the next toilet paper business. And I'm like, toilet paper business? Thanks a lot, Mark. I thought we were good friends. And he said, no, think about it. If you got paid a penny on every roll of toilet paper that was ever sold in New Jersey alone, you'd be a wealthy, wealthy man. And I said, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. Well, guys, this not only is toilet paper business in terms of the fact that people use it every single month over and over again, and they're going to keep buying it. It's not going to get replaced by technology, but even better than toilet paper, we're doing something extremely positive for the environment. So we're creating income streams for each other, we're doing something positive environmentally, and we're just growing as people. I know I'm growing a lot through this, and I'm watching a lot of leaders who are teaching me stuff. Bob Quintana, Joe O, Frank Marone, Henri, Vin Lamantia, thanks so much for all you're doing, and your team with Sandy down there, my uncles Ed and Brendan and Jim Kenny, Anthony Serino. Guys, the lists are endless of top leaders in this company. Jenna Marzullo and Sabrina, you guys are awesome too. And people on my team, we have Maurice Frumkin growing like gangbusters right now, Bobby Leach's team, Bob Bendel, we got some new folks on board, Chris Rogers, we have Renee Panisi, Charles Morrison. I mean, the list goes on, guys, right now. So get after it, make your calls, block out your calendar, plan your work, and work your plan. So thanks. Until next time, good luck.